Hello, ISK Collins here. I wanted to speak today about a subject matter that I think is pertinent and important to a lot of EVE players. This subject is in regards to ISK farming, and what I want to speak about specifically is the routine and rut that you can kind of get stuck in just trying to farm more ISK. And what I mean by this is people that just spend their entire time in nullsec, not PvPing, not engaging with any other players, just quad boxing, or just sitting there mining, and with not doing anything else, not even with another tab open doing a gate camp or going around on a roam or sitting cloaky in a system and just getting intel. All you're doing is PvE. And what for? Like, what are you working towards? What are you trying to get into that you need to spend all this time farming ISK? I'll give you a personal example I went through where I was in Pandemic Horde. I was there for 4 months. I lived in nullsec. I didn't have that many fleet ops that were available to me at the AU time zone. I play late night Central Time, so finding someone that plays around 12 a.m. US Central Time till around 5 a.m. was really difficult for me. So I was not able to do that. And what ended up happening is I wasted about 2 months of my time skilling into level 5 scanning skills because all I was doing was scanning and exploring and going around and getting a thrill from that. But eventually it got to the point where you get a couple of losses, especially Virtue Pod losses. You'll remember those really fucking quickly. But you get a couple of losses and you just kind of wonder, what the fuck are you doing, right? Why are you wasting your time on these kinds of fucking endeavors? The whole reason I got back into the game was the PvP, and here I am wasting my time going around PvEing when I could just fly more ISK efficient ships. I could just fly a Naga with a cheap fit on it, Tech 2 fit, does 1100 DPS overheated with blasters. That's fucking good. What the fuck else do I need? I could fly a different type of cruiser or battle cruiser for very cheap because the insurance covers the majority of it. My Naga fit costs 64 million. My insurance payout on a Naga is 60 million. How is that not worth it? In what universe is that not worth it? And I'm getting to participate and make content. I'm becoming and creating content when I'm engaging in PvP. So, and in PvE, a lot of the times it's not content because you're in a cloaky ship, or you're in, you're not committing. You're committing as little as humanly possible to avoid the risk. It's a natural human instinct. It makes sense, but to what avail, right? To what purpose? You're not getting good fights. You're not getting blops. You're not getting anything. You're just fucking farming. And it's incessant, and it becomes this fucking routine that you just sit there and you fucking do over and over, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get so much ISK, I'm gonna get so much ISK. What the fuck are you gonna spend it on? What do you need it for? I got to the point where I made like 3 billion ISK from exploration one time, and I just skill injected more scanning skills. What the fuck was I thinking? I don't understand it. Because I couldn't think of anything else, because all I was fucking doing was scanning. I couldn't see a situation where I would need other skills. So I was driving myself up the wall, and it just got to the point where 4 months on, I got sick of it. I got so sick of it, and I just was like, I need to get the fuck out of nullsec. I need to just get the fuck out of here, because everybody's VNI ratting, and everybody's carrier ratting, and everyone's fucking mining, and it's just boring ass shit. It's so fucking boring. I can't understand how people can get so enthralled about it. And so, I understand people that have like one alt and your next system, you're being eyes and you're mining on that alt, or I can understand people even quad boxing and mining, but you're doing a gate camp. So it's like you're doing two things at once and you're making money in the background. I get that, right? I get that completely. But when you're committing all your characters to doing one thing just for PvE, I don't understand it, because you're not. Especially, it makes you so easy to just get in this stupid fucking routine where all you're doing every other day or every day is just farming, and it makes no sense. I mean, you can do effective things without blingy fits. The only time you ever need blingy fits is on like really, really expensive ships. And I sincerely doubt that your doctrine ships, or that your ships you're doing on a roam, or your kitchen sink ships need these kinds of bling. They don't need any of this shit. So I don't understand the justification for it. But anyways, obviously fly safe and take care. I don't know if I'll make more of these, but I felt that this was an important topic for people, because first thing that happens is a new player gets thrown into VNI ratting or mining, and you don't need to do that. Don't let people just force you into that. Anyways, take care.